1 Petite Street. Today we're going to be finishing up a project we started last time we were together, which is to make a little chair out of plastic, out of the HDPE #2 plastic that makes up grocery bags and those kinds of things. So, but before we get into it, I want to invite you to, if you like the program today, to just push that button says that you like it, and if you certainly want to subscribe, then push the thing that says subscribe, and then you'll get the 1 Petite Street automatically will show up on your list of things to watch. Also, if you want to contact me directly, you can at 1petitestreet@gmail.com. So let's experiment a little and see how we can come up with this little chair made out of plastic. So the next step in the process will be to take our pattern and cut it out of our plastic block here, and see then if we can shape it in this little vise I rigged up into a chair. So right now we're going to go and we're going to cut out the pattern and see how that works. So now I've got my my piece cut out that I'm going to make the chair out of, and this time we'll see if we can't peel, and we can peel off the paper that we used as a pattern. And there we have our pattern. Now the strategy is this, and I don't know whether it'll work or not. The strategy is that we put it in the vise and we heat the legs. We heat right here at this, and we bend them so that they form a chair. I'm a little worried about the thickness. I tried to get a little thinner, but this is an experiment. We'll give it a try and we'll see what happens. So before I actually work on the chair I'm making, I decided to experiment about bending the legs and the back, and I discovered that unless you take some materials out, then you can't really make them bend, and they'll crack at the top. So I did some experimenting, and basically what I discovered was that in order to make it bend like this, you have to take some material out in here. Otherwise it will crack and break on top. And it did a little bit here, but I think if we do the right amount, then that'll work. So now I've prepped this. I've kind of notched it so that it'll take a little of the stress off the bending points. So let me bring that around and show you. I've put a notch across here to bend up the back, and notches on each leg. And so now we're going to try and take and heat these and bend them into place so that we have a chair. So let's just kind of test out this idea of heating them and bending them over. We'll try one of the legs. You can see my little rig device there, and we're going to get our heat gun working. So we're just going to try one on camera and then we'll probably finish the rest. So you can see we bent the one leg down, and we're going to try the other and we'll see what the result is, and then we'll try and bend the back up. But there's one leg bent down and we'll just see how it turns out. And so now we have our four legs. We might have to even things up, but now we need to take the top and bend it up as the back of the chair. That's what we'll be working on. What we'll be doing is we'll be taking the heat gun and we'll be softening this up and moving it into place. We'll show you how that turns out in just a minute. So I have finished the chair. As you can see, it's kind of a primitive thing, but it is a chair. It's the first one, and we'll learn more techniques as we go along, and we'll be able to make some furniture out of plastic that will go into the plastic house, and that's it. What did I learn? Next time I try to make the plastic thinner, or start with thin plastic that will take shape a lot easier. And I think that's the biggest thing I learned. I learned how to use the hot air gun to melt things and form things. And so I'm grateful for that. And there we have our chair. And I hope that you enjoyed tuning in to this two-part session of Petite Street, One Petite Street, as we made a chair out of plastic bags and formed it, and it actually does work, although it's, as I say, it's a pretty rough example, but not bad for the first one. I hope you enjoyed the show. And of course, I invite you to check back. We'll come back with another show. We'll see you then. Have a great day. Remember, not everything has to be gigantic to be important. It's the small things, maybe even like a smile, that makes a big difference in life.